Welcome to Valorant, I guess. Well, Project A has its official name that was revealed not too long ago, kind of leaked out there, that Valorant was going to be the name of Project A. Now, this is a game that I'm interested in, that a lot of people are interested in, and they finally released gameplay footage. And we're going to take a look at it. I've looked at this once, but like very quickly. We're going to do like an in-depth. We're going to really start digging into the meat and potatoes of this. But honestly, let's just blast through it once because it's like 3 minutes long. So we're going to have an opportunity to go through it over and over again. There is some speaking in the background. Don't worry too much about it. It's, yeah, as you can see.
Can I get a gun?
There's quite a lot of chatting in the background. I do have my epic pen ready as well. I can
I'm gonna get the Orbit A again. I'll have
start doing that if I need to. But yeah, this is Riot Devs playing Valorant. First things first, 5 versus 5, very familiar for Counter-Strike players, like setting up a defense position. Enemy seems locked behind some fences or something. You set up your defense. They have to plant a bomb, like a spike thing, and yeah, so far, pretty much what you expected, what we expected. I know I'm covering up the minimap here. I'll probably move myself.
Outside garage. Garage, yeah.
This is kind of interesting, like this big line of sight blocker. And then this Sonic arrow is something I really want to talk about quite a lot, because that is an insane ability. Like, the ability to get that much intel of like, spending some money, that will always seem worthwhile to me. Always seem worthwhile. And you got these big, like, line of sight blocking walls. Like, those are huge. This is more what I was expecting, like, these smoke clouds, right? That's much more, like, in line with the smoke bomb there. Another, like, stun thing or something with the arrow. That's kind of cool. Then there's this character here with like the daggers. These seem really cool. I'm kind of hyped for this character. They just seem really interesting. You can see it's 2 versus 4 at the moment. You can see on the top that you can see kind of people's health. Yeah, these drones, like this is very Rainbow Six. And then you got like this big sort of ultimate ability that seems to just drench everything in this damage AoE. And line of sight block it, like that's nuts, especially with like a bomb plant.
Let me go first with my dart.
Also 3 bomb sites. Don't know if you noticed, but there's actually 3 bomb sites. Probably because I'm in the way of the minimap, you wouldn't notice. That's very interesting. It is all very like early alpha as well, so all of this could change. 3 bomb sites feels like a lot. And then the shotgun. This ability seems so powerful. Like you can put it over the bomb. I don't think it can kill you. I think you like regenerate when you come out of it. But that seems nuts. That seems absolutely nuts. It's crazy powerful.
Not like this.
There we go. Diffused. They did it. Valorant. Right. Interesting game. Interesting game. We've seen 1 round of it. So let's pull everything we possibly can out of this. And we're going to start by looking at this. This is exciting stuff if you're a nerd like me. I'm going to move myself over to this side because I think there's less involved on this side. There we go. Hello, I'm over here. This is, of course, your buy menu. It's not as neat, I would say, as the Counter-Strike buy menu. The Counter-Strike buy menu, if you're not familiar, is like a big circle and it's just divided into sections. It's just like, you know, you pick one and then you can pick other stuff inside the circle. And it's kind of nice to have that little bit of a layout, right? It's just like rotary things. This is just like whoosh, everything's available for you. But you can kind of see what they mean with you don't get tied to a character. So for those of you familiar with Overwatch, right, you seem to have these different characters available to you. These different heroes, champions, whatever they want to call them. League parlance is champions. These could be heroes, characters. I don't care. To be honest, operators. It's something. But each operator or each hero has like different stuff available to them in the buy menus. And then you also have different stuff available to you in terms of abilities. And you spend these like credits, these points, these monies, these buckaroos to get what you need. As you can see, you know, you start off with a simple thing, and then you could buy like a deagle for $800, or this rifle. Like this clearly seems to be the AWP analog, 4.5k. It's a lot of dollary-doos, and so I'm very, very curious to see like how this all rounds out. The big thing are these abilities you actually spend money for. I believe you can see there's so many you can carry. Where it's like, you know, you can carry 1 blaze, 2 curveballs, 1 hot hands, and then one of this, like, I think it says burst skill. I can't quite make it out. The bit rate's kind of horrific. But you need, like, a lot of points to buy this from the looks of things. So it's like you buy a big, powerful ultimate ability, like that big green goo that seemed to cover half the map, or at least the entire bomb site. towards the end of this one, like this ability here. There's even like that big Overwatch style voice line when that came up. So if you just find that, so it was around here,
Outside of Elon, just to check.
right? Welcome to my world. Like that's a very Overwatch kind of thing with this chick with the gas mask doing like this big AoE sploosh all over the map, and covering the bomb site. By the way, just very quickly, just because I was in the way, right? You got a minimap, 3 bomb sites. This is very important to know and like to understand. With Counter-Strike, there's generally like 2 bomb sites. So the way that a Counter-Strike map generally works is you have like bomb site A, bomb site B. There's usually some kind of mid. I've drawn a penis, and then there's like pathways into A and a pathway into B. And you kind of have to try and cover mid. You have to, and then there's generally pathways from mid into A and B as well, right? This is like the general flow of a Counter-Strike map. This map, it seems like instead of having mid, you have just another bomb site. We'll see how that works. I think that's kind of crazy. With 5 people trying to cover 3 sites, you know, do you do like 2-1-2? I think that wouldn't be ideal. Surely you'd have to do like 1-3-1 as a split, and then you can go and do retakes as necessary. Surely that's how you're going to have to split that up, because there's no way you can hold 3 bomb sites like 2-1-2. Right. But yeah, the rest of this, like SMGs, shotguns, everything you'd kind of expect, rifles, some heavy weapons with some big old guns, and then the sniper rifles. Like looking at the minimap, and this is kind of the curious thing, right? The AWP is such a commanding presence in Counter-Strike. I play AWP myself. I like playing the AWP. It's such a big deal of a weapon. And so what you're looking for with that is like these big long sight lines. So there are a couple of them, like where you can imagine, especially in this early engagement that we have. Like here, you can very much imagine like this to me feels a little bit like Banana on Inferno in Counter-Strike, where you have like this big long sight line, this big area that you're kind of contesting through. Lots of stuff going to be spammed down here. Here it is on the minimap as well. And you can see like lots and lots and lots of available stuff. There's some abilities being used here as well. Hold F to capture orb. Press X, alt, ready. So yeah, we've got this like big wall, which it feels like a smoke grenade. You can see the abilities on the bottom as well. So it looks like each character has like 4 of these. Notice that not everyone has these set up as well. It does look like there's some that are like semi-universal, or some that apply to different characters. So you got this person running around with a knife and a sniper rifle. As you see, this person's holding B, yep, holding mid, the rifle. This is an interesting thing. One of the, like in Counter-Strike, you have, like I'm saying Counter-Strike a lot because Counter-Strike is just the natural comparison. There's one thing with like aim down sight, and I believe one of the characters that was leaked had like an aim down sight ability as well. Very, very interesting. If that's like an option to give someone more accuracy, because that just seems really powerful and really good. Also, who's this guy? Who's this cheeky chappy in the cloak? Oh, I like that. I like that. I'll try and zoom in on that. So you guys can get a good look. Yeah, you got all of these like cooldowns on the bottom that you can sort of. It looks like you have a limited stock of them as well. Although this guy, I'm just trying to like figure out what he actually does here, like what he's actually pressed, because he just kind of summons this, and it doesn't look like any of these go down or anything happens with these. Just run it back. Interesting. Also worth mentioning, by the way, like this is super important for like long-term meta discussion, like thinking about how this game operates. In Counter-Strike, you have armor, right? You buy armor and it helps protect you against certain kills, but you buy armor, body armor, and then you can buy like a helmet, right, that keeps you alive and stops your head getting blown off. And it's like very much a decision of sometimes you might go without a helmet to be more protected. Here you just get more armor, but from the looks of things, if you look at the buy menu, yeah, you have like light shields and heavy shields versus all damage. And so it doesn't say how much light shields gives you, but yeah, you can't see heavy shields. You can see that the damage is split, by the way. If you look on this right side, wall penetration is in as well. That's really cool. I'm actually really excited about that because it just means that camping around walls isn't always safe. You're going to be, there's going to be possibilities with something like a big high penetration sniper rifle to be able to blow people away through walls and do cool stuff like that, just using your game knowledge. Interesting to see there's like 2 damage stats. Like maybe that's the max and the minimum, and is there a damage range? Oh no, it's range. It even tells you the range of this stuff. So that's really good. I really like that. It just gives you all this information straight away about the gun. It tells you everything you need to know. So if you get a headshot, it's like a 2-tap headshot kill. This is the base pistol as well. That's pretty nice. Even with like 50-meter range. I'm guessing with the armor, so it's 150 hit points, so 3-shot head kill. Really nice. 3-time multiplier as well, by the way, on the headshot damage. So headshots, very high priority. Also worth mentioning, by the way, there's something really cool in this I noticed, which is there's a little chat thing here. You have no idea how happy I am to see that. Like, you could just say to your team, let's buy! I have extra credits! Let's save! So it's just like, I can buy something for you and throw you something. Like, so yeah, like, you can request stuff from other people and just ask them directly, baked into the UI, rather than, you know, drop me AVP! Drop me AVP! Or the classic trash can esports sort of strat of everyone sort of looks at their money and then, you know, someone just full buys and everyone's just like, oh god no guys, we're saving this round. It's just nice to have those buttons to go like, hey, no, let's save. I am always a big proponent of having in-game things to say and to press that are stuff that you don't really like. I don't know, I'm just an introvert, but just having a button that just says, like, let's save, it's just so much easier just to press that button at the start of a round than to go for the 300th time, let's save, guys, let's don't buy anything, people. It's super nice. It's something that Overwatch really needs to look into about how it handles its voice commands and voice stuff. It's so bad. You can see what guns everyone's running, that's always good. Otherwise, yeah, this mobility stuff, by the way, like, I'm sure there's some purists out there that are going to be like, oh, this eliminates the 300 hours I spent doing jumping practice in Counter-Strike. I personally am fine with stuff like this. I am not, like, despite playing fighting games for fun, I am not a big fan of spending like 700 hours in a practice mode just to learn how to jump an extra 0.2 meters. It's just not fun. It's just not. It's not the skill I feel like I should be harnessing when I'm learning how to play these games, and that's just me. Again, like, all these abilities, I'm super curious to see what all these are like. Not much ammo, really not much ammo. 5 out of 10. Or 5 and then 10 more extra bullets. So 15 shots. You can basically miss everyone twice, and that's all you're going to get. Yeah, these seem really big to me. But this ability, we're going to talk about this ability. That's insane. Like, the power of a smoke is that it's one way, is that it's both ways. And this is basically acting as a smoke grenade, right? It's a wall, but it's a smoke grenade. I'm not the biggest fan of the graphic on it. I think they need to shore that up. It's very early alpha, I'm sure, but it feels kind of flat. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's meant to represent like a wall of water or something, and it just doesn't quite look like that. And maybe that's just me, but that's, yeah, blah, visuals. Yeah, this is insane, because the guy then, like, instantaneously is set up to get a kill. And you just have no chance against that. There is no way you don't buy that sonic arrow every single round. It's way too good. There's way too much information. That's just insanity to me. I don't get how that's going to be balanced in any shape or form. Information is, like, the most valuable thing in Counter-Strike. By far. Having any kind of intel or information is so huge. So that ability just seems insane. Also, these chunky crosshairs. Oh boy. Just like I'm looking at the spray, right? This is like really getting into the detail, but it's like a 3-shot burst that he fires off, and it's actually pretty clumped up. Like, considering with the pistol, 3 headshots killed, right? Even with armor, this is pretty tight as far as spray goes. So you can imagine just, you know, hit 1 or 2 of those, and it's going to be good damage. That's a good job shooting the wall, clown. Ha ha ha.
Really good.
And then you get this, and it's just like, boosh, dead. To an SMG as well. Ooh, a little combat report as well. We can take a look at this. So yeah, we hit them once, and did we do 7 damage? No, that's not how that works. Surely, they hit us 4 times in the body. We hit them once, and yeah, they just annihilated us. Apparently, I'm guessing this is how this breaks down. Killed you, incoming, yeah, outgoing and incoming. So yeah, they did 174 damage to us. We did 24 damage to them with 1 body shot. Okay. That's how that works, I think. Yeah, we must have hit them. I guess, or they already have taken 24 damage from someone else, maybe. And we didn't hit them. You can see this wall thing, like, trying to be deployed. like it's there. It looks like that's been pre-set up.
Really good.
Because you can see it as he's coming around the corner here. It's already set up. So another one of these sort of fog walls, and then boosh. Different character, although it's the same character as this one, so maybe it's just this chick's ability to do this wall.
Alright.
Up sewer.
Sova mid, could help. I'm gonna lean A here. Do you think they're coming?
Blocking sight.
No.
They got B, they got B.
So yeah, then they smoke off that little area, or they try to. In this person with the arrows, it looks more like a stun arrow than the sonic arrow or something. Then yeah, this one's like the terrain. I think this wall, like this one's more solid. You can see the like visual design. Hey, nice. This one's more solid. Like, actual terrain creation, which is always interesting. Like when Maywall was first revealed in Overwatch, I was like mind blown. This looks like this person's ultimate ability with these daggers that seem to be like super high damage. That looks really cool. Signature ability, was that acquired or activated? Signature ability charged. So it seems to take a certain amount of time for some of these abilities to charge up. And then you have your signature ability, which I'm guessing is basically your Q. And again, I think you have to buy that at the start of the round. So you invest resources to have that available, that you can use it this round. And maybe one of the big factors of the economy of this game is going to be built around how much you spend per round. Do you buy the ult? Do you rotate ults? And that kind of stuff.
Check.
And it looks like the drone has like a weapon on it as well, this firebolt, so you can do some stuff. This is really interesting. So decay, right? There's like this status effect. Notice that the health drains. Spike planted, so that's the bomb. Bomb has been planted. And then they come out and it all comes back, right? The health comes back. So that's really interesting. But what's really interesting to me is how much space, like the fact that this is a line of sight block and like health. That's nuts. That's insane. There, you can see. Like, that ability is crazy. And then they're hiding in the thing. So is it not perfect info? Or maybe they just move. Maybe it's like just a very brief flash. Like, you just get that one flash. And then you can see the person over there. And then you don't get to see if they move or not. And so they've moved. And, oh, look, person with a shotgun hiding in here. You got like, this is kind of annoying to me, where you have, like, line of sight blockers into line of sight blockers. It's kind of interesting. This person running rampant with a shotgun. I'm curious to see how the shotgun balance goes, because honestly, in Counter-Strike, shotguns feel lackluster. Here, they feel really good. And then you got this bomb diffusing. Beep 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 beep, and you can see it's like charging up. It doesn't look like there's a diffuse kit of any kind. I'm gonna check the menu. There is like picking up weapons though. Very, very cool. I'm actually a big fan of that. Like, taking away economy from your opponent is super, super good. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's like a diffuse kit sort of thing. So none of that. None of that. No, like, did you buy a kit? No, I didn't buy a kit. Oh, God, no one has a kit. Just all this kind of stuff. It's interesting. Like, the take on it, and the thing that gets me most excited about this, by far, is, like, low time to kill, rather. Very, very quick kills coming through. This interesting sort of team-based aspect. Some of the abilities look real powerful. They're going to have to be very... The thing with Counter-Strike is like the guns kind of speak for themselves, right? You have your utility that acts as abilities. I think one of the things that you could see at the start was like the flare ability, which feels like a flashbang, for example. So getting stuff like that set up, it'll be interesting to see how these interact with each other once we start knowing more about the various abilities. That Sonic Arrow is insane. That blows my mind. That alone, it's the most broken thing I've ever seen. It's disgusting. Disgusting! Yeah, quick look at Valorant. I can't wait. I'm really, really looking forward to this game. I'm probably going to be covering quite a bit. Hopefully you're looking forward to it too. Don't be put off straight away just because it's like not Overwatch, just because it's Riot Games. Could be a lot of fun. Give it a chance. Right, guys, thanks for watching to the end. I'll see you next time. Toodles.